evidence shows that instead of one mass migration, there were actually two. First, an influx from Anatolia, a region of today's Turkey, and then a second wave of people moving into Central Europe from the steppes of modern-day Russia, and 4 millennia later, they would have brought with them the Indo-European languages such as English and Greek. Evidence of the second mass migration came to light when geneticist Iosif Lazaridis and his team tried to reconstruct the origins of modern Europeans by using the DNA recovered from 69 ancient inhabitants in the continent and compare it to the modern European population. What they found were traces of hunter-gatherers, the first Neolithic farmers, and a massive population movement originating from Russia and Ukraine about 4,500 years ago.
During the Neolithic Revolution, 8,000 years ago, the continent was reshaped after being dominated by small bands of hunter-gatherers. The first settlers in Europe were the farmers from Anatolia, bringing new technology and lifestyle into Europe, setting the stage for our modern, settled existence.
Several thousand years later, a second wave of movement occurred and was detected by similarity between DNA recovered from 5,000-year-old bones found north of the Black Sea, belonging to people called the Yamnaya, and the remains of 4 people who lived and died near Leipzig in central Germany about 4,500 years ago called the Corded Ware. Both people were 5 centuries and thousands of miles apart, yet they share at least 75% of the same ancestry.
The genetic evidence of mass migration from the steppe of Russia raises an old debate between archaeologists about the origins of the Proto-Indo-European languages, which is the mother of all Indo-European languages such as English, Greek, Latin, and etc. The advocates of the Anatolian hypothesis argue that the first Indo-European speakers were farmers living in what is now Turkey 10,000 or more years ago. They brought the language with them when they arrived in Europe around 6000 BC. However, a competing theory, the so-called steppe hypothesis, puts Proto-Indo-European language on the open plains and grasslands north of the Black and Caspian Seas. Proponents of this idea note that many Indo-European languages share words for things like axles, harness poles, and the wheel, which revolutionized steppe economies and wasn't invented till long after the Neolithic Revolution.
Even though the genetic and linguistic data proves or supports the idea that the Indo-Europeans came to Europe via the steppes around 4,500 years ago, some scientists aren't as convinced. Scientists such as Carl Luisa Fox, a geneticist from the University of Barcelona, thinks that the steppe hypothesis is actually one of the many other routes that the Indo-European language came to Europe.